welcome back to Nintagious. We have some more unfinished business here. It's currently Wednesday morning. Monday night we streamed more Sonic Rush Adventure, and got pretty close to the end of the game, but there were a couple of things just standing in our way, and some of it was a little bit grindy, and inevitably I ran out of time in the stream, but I wanted to finish this up because I don't know when we're going to be able to come back to playing through the trilogy. I also want to play through Sonic Colors, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that for a while yet. For further context that anyone that might be watching this after the fact, like I said, it's Wednesday morning, it's June 22nd. Sonic Origins comes out tomorrow, so we're going to derail and play that for a bit. And then Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak comes out, and also a big Monster Hunter fan, so I'm probably going to be pretty tied up with that for a while. Fire Emblem Warriors also comes out this week, and I want to play that. So it'll probably be a while before we can get back to Sonic Colors. But I at least wanted to get this wrapped up. I didn't want to stream it, because we probably only have about 2 hours, maybe not even that much. As you can see, we have 3 emeralds left to get. I know where the last special stage is. We weren't able to beat it because my water bike wasn't fully upgraded. Apparently, it's borderline impossible without the fully upgraded water bike. Apparently, you can do it with the level 1 bike, but it's like borderline impossible. I tried it with the level 2 bike for like an hour, and I was like, this feels like it's just legitimately impossible. Aside from that, off stream, aside from going and getting all the materials for those upgrades, I went and found the rest of the hidden islands, which gave me access to the 2 missions for the last 2 Soul Emeralds. So, those are set to go, and then I'm assuming once we get all the Chaos Emeralds, there's going to be some sort of extra finale. So, that's what we have in store for this episode. I'm expecting at most 2 hours. I don't think it's even going to take that long. I feel like there's maybe a solid chance that we're going to one-shot this special stage, because, I don't know, I just have a feeling that last upgrade, with how we already took it to basically perfection, I have a feeling that last upgrade's just going to fix it. So, let's see, he's over there. We are going to take the hovercraft. Could have maybe taken the submarine if we wanted to, but it doesn't particularly matter. Hell, I might not have even needed to do this. I might have been able to just revisit him through the menu somewhere, but it's fine. What is this? What are you talking about? Why all of a sudden are you, like, being difficult? I guess I cut it too close to the edge of the island. Let's try that again.
Let's do it.
So I talked a lot about, I think it's a little questionable that this last special stage basically requires the full upgrade. I'm not a big fan of that, because the other 6 I was able to complete, like, with minimal difficulty. Like, they weren't easy, but I was able to get it done. So I don't know if I agree with that design choice. But I've been thinking a bit about just how do I feel about this game, I guess. I think overall I like the first Rush better, if I'm being honest. But this one does have, like, a fair bit of content to it. And I think, like, if this was a game that came out today, I'd be like, there's a fair bit of stuff to do in this game. If we didn't have... Oh god, this sucks. If we didn't have other stuff to get to on stream, I could potentially see myself going for all the side quests. Because, like, I'm having fun playing it. Aside from this one special stage, there hasn't really been anything where I'm like, oh, I hate this. And that's something that the first game had going against it, is that I thought both the final boss and the true ending final boss were both kind of garbage. Hopefully I can remember this, and it will be easy peasy. I was afraid of that. But I still have full boost, so this is probably fine. I don't know if the upgrades... They give you better boost. I can tell that much. It stays at like 100% boost significantly longer than it was before. I don't know if it also makes you faster. Yeah, like, I effortlessly have full boost. Like, that was the easiest thing in the world. It's kind of stupid how that one upgrade made it that much more doable, if I'm being honest. I'm not that big of a fan. I think they should have maybe made it, like, difficult. Like the other special stages, they were difficult with level 2, but they weren't, like, impossible, whereas this one was like, man, I already put everything down.
Let's do it.
Jerk. Just send me home. It's fine. If you haven't been catching the rest of the playthrough slash marathon, I have it rigged up in a very peculiar manner where I have a Wacom tablet for all my art deeds. So I'm using that for the bottom touchscreen. But for whatever reason, I can't, like, just press on the screen to get, like, what you'd expect from DS touchscreen feedback. So I have to, like, hold my mouse in my left hand and, like, use the left mouse button to, like, simulate pressing the screen. It's very... not great. But it's a situation of, like, it's either this or we just don't play it. And I was like, I want to play them. Alright, we're gonna save really quick, because you can't ever be too safe. And then we're gonna go talk to one of the worst characters ever created. Play a mission. Let me move my mouse cursor, because it's thing on top of the game and I can't see anything. There we go. Go, Soul Emeralds, goal of Hidden Island 12. I was kind of hoping there would be more boss fights involved here, but I have a feeling they're both this, which is kind of unfortunate. But is this the one where it's really easy to die? One of these, that's bad. One of these hidden islands was, like, very death-prone. I don't think it was this one. But I'm still gonna baby it. I don't know if these are pits, for example. They might be. They kind of look like it. We're about to find out. Yep, that's a pit. I didn't actually die on that, like, when I found it the first time. But I was like, those seem like they're probably pits. Oh. You don't understand? Slow down, please. I kind of wish I had, like, another week before Origins and everything started to come out. Oh my god, not bad. Or that GDQ wasn't next week, because that's part of the issue, is Origins is coming out on Thursday. I'm planning on probably playing that Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then Sunday through Wednesday I'm going to be off. I usually take off for the GDQs, because in the past I've tried to, do the, oh, I'll just stream on nights where they're doing stuff that I don't want to watch. And it's nightmarish. I'd rather just take the whole week off and not have to worry about it. But this week, or this event, happens to be the week that Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak's coming out, so I have to be a little bit more... precarious? I don't think that's a word I'm looking for, but the scheduling is a little bit more difficult. If I wasn't taking that time off, I'd have time that we could also go through colors really quick. I would also love to play the 3DS Generations as like a bonus episode. When I'm done recording this, I'm gonna do a test with the 3DS emulator to see how well it runs, to see if we'll be able to potentially do that. I think that would be a fun little, just quick romp. I've played that game a fair number of times, so it's like, I'm not worried about it. It'll be a one-stream thing, like, easily. I think this is the one where it was... Yeah, the possibility of death is very high, so this one might take a couple tries. I actually thought while doing this one, just fall right in the pit. This is just to demonstrate what we're dealing with. When I did this one off stream, just exploring and looking for the islands, I was like, I have a feeling this is going to be one of the ones I have to do for the emerald. It seems kind of silly, to be honest, because I've already cleared it once. So it feels maybe a little lazy that they're like, just do it again. There's nothing different. Press jump like 3 times. As soon as I hit the ground, I was like, B, 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 B. To be fair, said it before. I think it's the controller. I don't think it's so. That was just stupid. I started preemptively tricking off of that like an idiot. I have like 28 lives. It's fine. Now I have like 25.
You can't escape me.
Might not even matter, to be honest, since it's a mission, come to think of it. I don't see my live counter on screen anywhere, so... Okay. There's no checkpoint here, so... My bad. I think we're in the clear. As long as I don't do anything stupid here, this should be fine. I love the giant squares of lava that are just sitting there. It's very random. Alright, that's our three of 14 emeralds that we still had left to get. So far, so good. I did not expect these in particular to take long. If anything, I thought that maybe the first one would give me a little bit of trouble, the last Chaos Emerald, but even then I was like, this should be fine. Extra stage deep core. Love to see it. Where's that at? We're gonna have to, like... am I gonna have to beat the boss again? I might have to beat the boss again. I'm not too thrilled about that. I kind of want to Google it to find out before I go to the trouble of... Never mind. Why did it even let me bring up the menu the first time? Try to think of a way for Sonic and Tails to get back to their world. Mentioned before that the Soul Emerald's power allows dimensional travel. Perhaps you'd be able to use the Chaos Emeralds to get to your world. I am working on a device that will use the power of the emeralds. Should be able to break the dimensional barrier, but it'll take time to complete. Hope you don't mind if we stick around, though. Couldn't we have gotten this conversation, like, right after the final boss to kind of clue us in, like, hey, if you get all the Chaos Emeralds, something else is gonna happen? was gonna say, who could that possibly be? The jeweled scepter was stolen last night. So we had it in our possession for about, I'm gonna say 16 hours at most. We put the scepter back into the treasury where it would be safe, but around dawn it seems someone must have broken in and taken it. How could you let this happen? Another legend about the scepter. The legend tells of a power of the stars and a key. The terms come up often. I'm not exactly sure about the power, but the key seems to be the scepter itself. What it all means is a mystery. I fear, though, that the scepter holds a secret, a terrible secret that could affect the entire world. So if the scepter is this key, and it's been stolen, then who knows what'll happen. It's kind of a bad sign, Marine. You need to shut up. Let the adults talk. It did sound like the pirates wanted the scepter for somebody else. There's something that they said while they were running away. Yeah. No, his wrath. None of them are like, it's probably Eggman. No one's even noticed that the robot looked like Eggman, for crying out loud. It's got some Mega Man 9 syndrome, where Mega Man 9 is like, you get to the end of the game and Mega Man's like, it was Wily all along, I should have known. It's like, yeah, you should have known. Like, they never suspected a thing. So you're just kind of doing the same thing you did last time? That's creative. I knew you'd figure it out. He didn't figure it out. You're telling them now, and that's how they're figuring it out, because they're all really stupid. And back it up. What, did Marine just make the connection? Of all these characters, Marine was the one that was like, oh yeah, the pirate dude looked exactly like him. Yeah, I was gonna say, he's gotta be here too, right? Is his design different? He looks a lot different in this for some reason. He's so polite. He's, like, still super evil, but he's so, like, well-spoken and polite. There's a lot of dialogue in this game. That seems like a lot of work. They were like, oh, we gotta make some pirates to handle this for us. That'll do the trick. They couldn't just handle it themselves. I guess they really didn't want us to know it was them, because we're stupid and we couldn't figure out that a pirate that looks exactly like Eggman in a pirate coat has some relation. Man, excuse me, I swear. I sat down to start streaming and immediately my throat was like, you just got just a little tickle. It's just like a speck of dust. As a result, I may not record a lot tonight. I guess this was kind of the only thing I was planning on doing anyway tonight, but even though there's other stuff I should do, I'm probably not going to, if I'm being honest, but it's fine. The magma hurricane I've built, we can burrow deep underground. What? The fuck is that thing? You just like casually made this and nobody noticed. Do I get to pilot this thing? It's kind of looking like it. Maybe not. Even though they had a cutscene and everything. Yeah, it looks like I'm not getting to pilot it. That would have been kind of neat. What an ugly and weird looking robot. Getting a little work up, huh? Did we know she was a princess, by the way? Did they ever, like, formally say that? Like, I knew that, but, like, in the game, did they ever, like, formally say that? You dare? I would have loved there to be dialogue where they were just like, we have these. Like, it's fine, let's just use them? What, and, like, what the fuck are they gonna do about it? Supposed to fight them without getting each other's way. You take turns, it's so dumb. I like how they actually told you the controls for this one. That was a problem that the first game had, is they didn't tell you the controls at all. You just had to kind of figure it out, which got me stuck for a while because I didn't know that Blaze could like shoot Hadokens. Oh. Man, I kind of regret putting the screens on the layout side by side. Because honestly, I think them being aligned... Oh, that's fast as hell. Okay. I think them being aligned is, like, a big part of the, like, game's presentation. Yeah. If I can hit that back too. I missed it? Excuse me? Not that it would have actually, like, hit him, but... Ooh. Love to see that. Oh, you can hit those back too, they're just faster. Okay. Boing. Oh, that was bad. Boink. That sucked a little bit. Where'd Sonic get this, like, beam sword counter from all of a sudden? Oh, I missed. God, that explosion is huge. Oh, it still hit him. This has to be only phase 1. Because that went remarkably smoothly, although I'm almost out of rings, so you hate to see that. Thank you for the rings. By the way. I didn't even have to use Blaze, so clearly I have to use her now, right? I don't know, it doesn't really look like it. I guess you can just pick whichever one you want. I ran out of rings. I think I'm gonna use Blaze instead, because then I don't have to wait for a shot to counter. Right?
I know.
See? Blaze gets it. Ow. I really like how the bosses in this game actually use both screens. That's something that definitely sets it apart from the first one for me. That was dumb, and somehow I didn't get punished for it. Oh, okay, that's fair. I'm gonna take these really quick, and then I'm gonna not blast you because the dragon got in the way. Oh, I don't know where that shot went. There we go. Nice generous little ring boost there. This attack is butts, by the way. Because we just have to, like, wait for him to be done. Not a big fan of these games in general. Have some bosses that are just like, just wait for them to stop attacking, forehead, and it's like, but we're supposed to go fast. That's oh god, oh god. There's nothing fast about waiting for an attack to finish. I think you're confused. Oh god, I hate it. Okay, phase 2. Or rather, on to phase 3. Oh god. Damn, wrecked him on that phase. Was that it already? What's he doing? Planet Buster Laser? That does not sound good. So this guy's an absolute maniac, is what you're telling me. The hell was that? What did she do? What was that? She was just like, oh yeah, by the way, I can shoot fireballs.
All right.
I'm very confused what that was about. There's a last-ditch effort to be like, yeah, Marine did it! She helped us! No, she's still like one of the worst Sonic characters I've ever seen. I think it would have been fine if she went through some sort of, like, character growth, but she doesn't. Are we not going to talk about the fact that she, like, threw a Hadoken? Are we just gonna... We're just not going to talk about that. I guess not. Curious. Maybe. If we're sticking with this, the emeralds were trying to help us angle. I don't think we will see you later. It's a miracle that the whole dimensional thing is just so... It's probably the saddest thing about her character, because I think her character's really cool, but they just designed it in a way that was like... You can't really use her a whole lot. I'm amazed that she was able to construct something like that without having it explode. See, again, they're trying to be like, hey, last minute character development. But at this point, I don't care. It's too late, you know what I mean? If this would have happened, like, halfway through the game, it probably would have been a little bit more charming. Pretty sure we've never seen her in another game, and I'm not upset about it. I guess, to be fair, part of it is, like, this game definitely has an issue with... It's very much a product of its time. This game came out in 2007. It's definitely a game where they were, like... A lot of developers were embracing, oh, we can have dialogue. And they just put dialogue in their games just because, not because it, like, helped things. It was just because, well, we can do it. So why wouldn't we? Like, now that, like, graphics are getting more elaborate, we can fit more characters on screen and stuff like that. So, like, we can have dialogue, like, real dialogue. Except they often had it when it was, like, completely... just not helpful. I think that was something else I liked about the first Rush a little bit more, is it's snappy. It's like a classic Sonic game where it's you just jump in. And there are dialogue sequences, but there aren't, like, as many of them as there were in this. Which is kind of hit or miss. Like, sometimes as a content creator and a streamer, I feel like reading all of the dialogue is important. But I also feel like when the dialogue isn't... When the dialogue is wasting my time, I'm wasting your time by bothering to read all of it. Does that make sense? I've had some games before where the first one I think of is Dragon Quest Builders 2. Really liked Dragon Quest Builders 2. Really, really liked it, don't get me wrong. But I think about halfway through that game, I stopped reading all the dialogue because there was so much dialogue in that game and it didn't add anything to the experience. A lot of the times the characters were talking and just to talk, and they were saying things that I already knew. They were repeating themselves. It was just meaningless. So bothering to read it all out loud was like, this is just a waste of time. And I think I kind of hit that point with this game too, because it's like, it's not like the game's plot was deep, and it doesn't need to be. It's a Sonic game. I don't expect the plot to be too ridiculous. I think the games where the plots get really advanced are probably the ones where it's like, this is bad. Some people might disagree with that, because there are some, and I'm not necessarily saying you're wrong here, but there are some people who think a bad story is better than no story, and I disagree with that. If you like it, that's fine. I'm not saying you're wrong, but it's definitely a thing that different people are going to look at it in different ways. And I wouldn't even say this was a bad story, but it was very talky. I think the, and again, it doesn't hurt that they had a stereotypic child character whose personality was, I'm an annoying child, which is very shallow. I'm not a big fan of that, in any game. But, that was just exasperated by the fact that there was a lot of dialogue. The gameplay's still really good. I think this is gonna sound idiotic, perhaps. It's a lot easier than Sonic Rush was. Sonic Rush was very... A lot of people criticize the boost gameplay as being boost to win, and you just hold the boost button and you hold right, and you just go and you win the stage. The stages play themselves. I disagree with that. In this game, though, it was pretty damn close. A lot of these stages were pretty... They just kind of handle themselves. In the first game, that wasn't the case. You had to be very careful about how you used your boost. Again, not so much in this one. In this one, there was a lot less... Now, granted, a lot of the deaths, or a lot of the challenge that they added in the first game was due to instant death pits, which isn't the greatest way to provide challenge. So, it's kind of... not necessarily better, I guess is what I'm getting at. I wouldn't say it's outright better because it's not as punishing, because it's almost too easy at times. I felt like... It's so staticky, dude. Stop it. That's better. I felt like... I didn't like the music as much. I think... And the music's fine. It's not that I don't like it. It's that I think the first Sonic Rush, its soundtrack, has a very distinct sound to it that really makes it stand out from, like, every other Sonic game, because it has such a unique soundtrack. And I was expecting more of that here, and kind of didn't get it. It was a different feeling soundtrack that didn't stick with me. I'm still humming some of the Sonic Rush soundtracks. Like, when I was cooking dinner last night, I was humming Sonic Rush music the entire time. It's lodged in there. This music, not so much. And again, it's still fine. It's just not as... It's not as top tier as the first game's was. And I think that these stages were pretty distinct, though, visually and conceptually. Like, not conceptually, thematically, might be a better way of putting it. You get, like, a haunted pirate ship and, like, a pirate city and stuff like that. The first game, it has an aircraft carrier, which is pretty cool. So maybe they both have some good and bad in that regard. I think overall, I like the first one more. I think this one does a couple of things better and a couple of things worse. it's still a good experience, but overall, I think the first one was like, I want to play that again. With the exception of the fact that I think the final bosses were ass. Otherwise, I'm like, I want to play that again. This one, I'm kind of like... not as eager to play it again, but on the other hand, I did the bare minimum when it came to missions. I basically... the first couple of missions we got, I did just because I could. But then, I basically only did the Soul Emeralds. And there's 100 missions. So there's probably 90 of them that I didn't do. Ish. I think if you were to do all those, you'd be able to get a fair bit of content out of the game. Like, I think there's a lot to do in this. I think if this were a game that came out, like, today, I'd be like... It's a solid game as far as, like, a platformer goes, if you want to call it a platformer. Because a lot of games like that are typically pretty short. You just kind of play them, you beat them, and you're like, that was fun, and then you move on and do something else. And this one has, like, post-game to it. There's other stuff to do, which is kind of neat. So anyway, it took about 45 minutes. A lot of that was probably just cutscenes, though, which is unfortunate. But, it's a nice way to end things off. As I said, as far as, like, live content goes right now, so it's Wednesday morning right now. I'm gonna edit this really quick and get it all done, and I'm gonna premiere it tonight. And then Thursday night, Sonic Origins will be out, and we're gonna play that. I do want to come back and play Sonic Colors DS as well, and I'd like to even cap this off with Sonic Generations 3DS, if I can. Like I said, I'm gonna do some tests right after this to see how well that runs and see if is that a thing we could do, or is that just not gonna work that well? I'd love to do it, but if it's gonna be like, if the emulator's not gonna run very well, I'm not gonna push my luck. We'll hopefully do Colors. The same thing goes there, I guess. If Colors doesn't run very well, then I probably won't do that either. But we'll give it a shot at least, and we'll see what happens. But that is it for Sonic Rush and Sonic Rush Adventure now. So, it was a good time. I hope you guys are having a good time with all the Sonic content. I'm having a fun time playing through them, getting an opportunity to play some that I haven't played in a very long time. And then, you know, going to hell and back with Sonic Heroes. I didn't enjoy that one quite so much. I'm glad that I played it, but, like, mostly because now I never have to play it again as long as I live. Hopefully. But, yeah, we did the Advanced Trilogy, and we did Battle, and then Heroes really quick, and then we did these two. Like I said, we'll come back. I want to do Colors at least. And I was thinking about doing Chronicles as well, just for shits and giggles. Again, that might be pretty distant. We might not be able to get to that for a while, but we'll see what we can make happen. So, again, I hope you guys are having fun. As far as, like, archival purposes, well, even if it's premiere purposes, if you did have a good time, don't forget to hit the like button. It lets me know, it helps to let me know that I should keep making content like this. I'm actually really pleased with this concept of doing, like, these extra episodes as, like, supplements to streams for when we have these moments of, like, unfinished business, and I'm like, there's not enough to fit into a full stream. It's working out pretty nicely, I think. Yeah, anyway. Thank you all for watching. Whether you are watching in archive form, or you're watching the premiere, or you are watching through any of this gameplay so far. I'll see you guys soon, whether it's live when we're checking out Sonic Origins this weekend, or if you are watching this in archive format, then the next episode will probably be Sonic Colors, so enjoy that as well. Otherwise, take it easy, and I'll see you guys next time.